Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to JoyNews Today. We're coming to you live from our studios in Kokomnene. We're on DTT because we're free to air on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 125. We are your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Coming up this afternoon, the rift between the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and lecturers deepen over market premium adjustment. We'll hear from the CEO of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission insisting the topic is off the table. But UTAC fights back, maintaining its demand for a review of its market premium. Also this afternoon, former President John Dramani Mahama takes his Building Ghana tour to the Volta region. We are live with the team on the ground for updates. And in Kwanta South, curfew to be lifted soon. That's assurance from the MCE following calls by school authorities and pupils who have been greatly affected by the 2 months curfew. Also, rice tons of thousands of locally produced rice locked up in farms and warehouses due to poor patronage. We'll hear the cry of some local producers on that challenge. We're also live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X Spaces via JoyNews on TV. My personal handle is @Nana Aisha. Please stay for details. Many thanks for choosing us. The National Democratic Congress, led by its flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, has taken its Building Ghana tour to the party stronghold, the Volta region. For 2 days, the flag bearer is expected to hold stakeholder engagements in 7 constituencies where challenges of the public will be taken to draw the party's manifesto in the next election. Entering the region, the NDC flag bearer was mobbed by party supporters. This is what he said to them. Nanaya Ojima joins us on the line with more. Nanaya, we are learning that the flag bearer of the NDC has also been speaking in the stakeholders meeting. What has he been telling the people?
So, as a few moments ago, he completed his first engagement here in the Volta region at the Kina Glory Hotel, and he met with some party members. And what he is saying is that there has never been a time that the people of Ghana have resolved their belief in one party, like what he is seeing now. Wherever he has been, according to him, the people are calling on the NDC to assume power and change the fortunes of the country. To him, the NPP has sunk so low, and this is not the NPP he has known since 1996. And the NPP has now plunged the country into darkness. So there is need for the party to come together and campaign for the NDC to return to power in 2024 to salvage the country. Issues of hikes in electricity costs and recent power outages were also mentioned by the NDC flag bearer, touting the party's achievements in the sector under his tenure. Already, Mr. Mahama has expressed worry about the mess the NPP or the NDC will inherit from the incumbent NPP government. However, the flag bearer wants party members not to be discouraged, but there is need for the NDC to assume power and work towards bringing Ghana onto the right path. So from here, the flag bearer of the NDC will be meeting other constituencies to engage them in the Building Ghana tour. Their concerns will be taken, and these concerns will feed into the NDC manifesto for the 2024 general election. Aita.
Nana Ojima, there following former president and flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, will bring you more in our subsequent bulletins. Economist and former board chair of GRA, Professor Steven Aidoo, is calling on all well-meaning Ghanaians, especially academics, to rise up and fight the creeping menace of the excess use of money to procure political positions. He said this in reaction to claims the special prosecutor has arrested the NEIP boss over purportedly seeking to influence delegates. Speaking to Mamudu Aku on Upfront, Professor Aidoo explained the situation has reached such an alarming rate that it requires urgent reaction.
I asked somebody, you people, you are giving an average of 2,000 cedis to a delegate. He says, oh, Kobra, some are giving 5,000. And if the average candidates are about 500, 500 means 2.5 million. More than probably twice the earning of the MP. Let me tell you, we have a big problem on our hand. Our political system, and here it's not an MPP specific.
Okay.
But let's do something about it. Our democracy will just be monocracy. There's a need for the silent minority, especially in academia and the middle class, to stand up and say, yamma, about just how many people go to parliament. 275 and those who contested. We won't allow them to ruin our country. Most of Ghanaians think that they choose their president. You don't choose your president. You have about 250,000 NPP, let me give the same number in NDC. Out of that, 80% are unemployed, people hungry, or just the so-called delegates. All the 5 or so that will come from my village to go and decide whether Katie Hammond or somebody else virtually are unemployed. They decide who the presidential candidates are, and then you choose between them.
The rift between the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and the University Teachers Association of Ghana intensified over its market premium adjustments for the lecturers. The Fair Wages and Salaries Commission CEO Benjamin Arthur argues the market premium negotiations were initially not part of their negotiations and that their team were later ambushed with it. The discussion went south, prompting a walkout by UTAG from their meeting yesterday. However, Engineer Arthur insists UTAG must return to the negotiation table. He spoke to my colleague Benjamin Akapo on the AM show.
The market premium was never part of the proposal that was brought to us.
Okay.
Simply because we have a standing agreement signed on the 3rd of March 2022, which the parties, we can make copies available to you, which the parties agreed, government and UTA agreed that because of the white paper, which makes it not negotiable, we could look at an alternative, and that was done. That was done simply because we saw the need to try and do something about the lecture fee. That was done. In fact, the gentleman's agreement, according to them, was that we were supposed to have withdrawn that benefit after a year. But we are in the 2nd year, and government has shown good faith by keeping that OTS, we call it online teaching support allowance, still there, which is being still drawn. So at the end of the day, when we were just about signing the agreement, then the new executive threw in the request for market premium, and they also brought another request of being given a tax waiver for vehicles. But we told them that when it comes to tax waivers and the rest, it is not within our mandate. It is actually within the mandate of Parliament to do that. So we have demonstrated very good faith. And Prof. Mamudu knows that we've done our very best as Fairways representing government in this matter. In fact, there were three key issues. The payroll items, which was about 98% complete. We wanted to sign off, but they said that no, unless we have finished with the market premium. So that was not done. We also had another payroll items that are from their IGS. We all met and agreed that 31st of January, they will meet, the Vice Chancellor will meet with the respective UTAG leadership to agree on some figures and make recommendations to Fairways.
Meanwhile, UTAG is insisting on the need for equitable compensation to retain talent and uphold academic excellence. Professor Mamudu Aku, who says negotiation on the market premium remains paramount for negotiations to continue.
Today, one of the critical items on the conditions of service that we wanted to talk about, and in fact is the main thing as far as these negotiations are concerned, is the main thing that our members are looking up to. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission told us that we could not talk about that.
Which is what?
Which is the market premium.
Okay. But this market premium thing has been on the table for a long time.
Thank you for confirming that. It's been on the table for a very long time. It has always been at the heart of all the recent strikes that UTAG went. And instead of 200%, you give us 114% of our basic salary as market premium. So that 114% was the basis upon which we migrated. And so in 2012, we migrated and were taking, I think we migrated 2011, 2012, thereabout, and we're taking 114% of the basic salary as interim market premium, with the promise that the real market premium will be determined. And so the government issued a white paper in 2013, April 2013, freezing the market premium and converting it from a percentage to an absolute figure. And saying that it has to now be determined, the market premium has to be determined. Well, we think that in the first place, that white paper was a variation of our conditions of service to our disadvantage, which is unfair labor practice. But, well, we have gone past that.
School authorities in the Nkwanta South Municipality are appealing to security authorities in the municipality to consider relaxing the curfew imposed on the area. It's been 2 months since schools were closed due to some violent clashes, which left several injured and created insecurity in the area. The situation has hampered school activities to the detriment of teachers and pupils, as well as parents. OT Regional correspondent Peter Seno visited some of the schools in the area on day 2 of reopening and reports on the concerns of some teachers.
Basic school pupils tidying up their learning environment. As of about 7:45 a.m. Wednesday morning, not very much is seen in terms of numbers and teachers on duty. Only 2 teachers were present when JoyNews visited the MA Basic Schools. At the Roman Catholic Junior High School, almost all teachers were present for academic work, with some students already seated in their classrooms ready to study. Mary is one of the teachers.
Yesterday it was encouraging, as today is much better, and so we are expecting more students to come back. All we are hoping for is the best. We want to plead with all the people involved to give peace a chance, for our children's future is at stake. If not, they will not be able to go further. They are going to compete with their colleagues at Accra and other places. If you don't give peace a chance, it means they cannot perform and go further. And it will affect us, we the parents, it will become a burden on us. So we plead with them to give peace a chance. Whatever the situation is, they should let us solve it amicably.
For Dora, apart from the pupils suffering the brunt of the conflict, The situation is having a toll on their finances.
We are not all that pleased with the happenings because it's affecting our children so much. A lot of our friends in other schools are still learning and we are home. We are losing a lot, and at the end of the day, we are all expecting to perform and then write the same examination. Staying at home, and a lot of us have to travel to other places to seek refuge, and then a lot of expenses, unplanned expenses as well. So it's draining us as well.
At Nkwanta Senior High School, not many students had reported for academic work. Only 10 of these first years were in queue for admissions when we visited. Those in third year have been clustered into classes for tuition. Patrick Agbobli is the senior house parent from Nkwanta Senior High School.
They are coming, except that the number is still low. By the close of yesterday, we recorded 292 students. Yeah, they came.
As a continuing student?
No, the total, including the first years.
He wants authorities to consider relaxing the curfew so that extra academic interventions can be made to cater for the time lost. At Chabobo Girls Senior High School, teachers were in their professional learning community training when we visited. Not many students reported to school on day 2. The head girl for the school, Miracle Ntiamwa, is appealing to her colleagues to return to school.
School is in sessions. Teachers are around, but students are nowhere to be found. You may go to a class and 3 students are there. We will start learning, but when the others come, the teachers will not agree to go back, which will affect us. Already, looking at the situation, the JHS 3 and SHS 3 students are very highly affected. And we need to catch up with time because we have limited time to write our final examination. So, my colleagues in the house, I want to appeal to you. We are here, nothing is happening. I'm here, other prefects are here, students are here, nobody is being shot, nobody is being hurt. Security personnel are around protecting us to make sure that our safety is paramount.
According to the headmistress, Monica Kleku, some students have left the school due to the conflict in the area. She wants them to return now that authorities have called for schools to reopen.
Please allow your girls to come to school. Girl child education is the best. It will help you as the parents. It will help in Nkwanta South. It will help Mother Ghana.
Peter Sanu for Joy News.
MC for the municipality, Bride Lenwe, tells Joy News that curfew will be lifted soon because calm has generally returned to the area. He urged individuals who have fled the municipality to return home and to their businesses. He spoke with Sweetie Abochi on News Desk.
So yesterday, we had a Regional Security Council meeting where the chiefs of the various factions, building factions met with the security heads, and then some of us as well tried to encourage them to smoke the peace pipe. And I can say the deliberations at the meeting very, very fruitful. So when the information and the news go out to all those who have fled and they are aware that yes, the chiefs have come together, they have fled to work towards peace and this and that, I believe that it is a major mark towards giving assurance to people that yes, all is well or things are getting on better and that they should return. And I think it's a very important landmark for us as we have said.
Let's stay a bit longer on this because the two factions involved in the conflict have committed to ensuring peace in the area. It follows a regional security minister chairing the meeting by the Minister Joshua Makubu. He's joined us live with more from the meeting. I'm grateful for your time, Mr. Makubu. What is the current situation in the schools, and have the schools reopened?
Thank you very much. The schools in Nkwanta have reopened from the basic level to the second cycle level.
And the situation in the area generally?
So as we speak, students are in school.
Okay,
teachers have also come back to school in their numbers.
So that is to say the curfew is over, or has it been relaxed, just as the teachers are asking for?
No, the curfew has not been relaxed, and it is not over too. But the schools are to operate within the time frame, and then it is expected that schools will close on time for all students to get back home, teachers to get back home before the curfew hours of 5 p.m. And then they will get back to school in the morning after 6 a.m. However, as the MC indicated earlier, it is expected that when social activities return to some level of normalcy, like church services, market centers, and then educational institutions, when we see that level of integration among the people within the community, there are signals that there has been some level of coming together and then smooth engagement. And this will be some signals for the Regional Security Council to make recommendation to the Ministry of Interior for a possible review. But we've not gotten there yet. We are still monitoring the situation.
Generally, I know that there was a meeting, RecSeg met yesterday on this. What was the outcome of that meeting?
Yeah, so yesterday, RecSeg met. We met traditional authorities for the various factions, and they were fully and properly represented yesterday. We got everybody to commit and pledge to the peace process, the ceasefire, and to also avail themselves from any interrogation or engagement by any committee that has been put up by the Regional Security Council in collaboration with the Bishop of the Catholic Bishop of Jaskan Diocese. So I think yesterday was a very fruitful meeting. For the first time since this outbreak, we got the chiefs together. They shook hands with one another, and each of them made some public pronouncement calling for a ceasefire. So we are following on that to meet the youth chiefs or the youth leaders of the various ethnic groups together again. And I think we are making progress.
Well, I'm grateful for your time, His OT Regional Minister, telling us that the factions have pledged to ensure that there is peace in the region. Now let's get to other stories. Thousands of tons of rice are locked up in farms and warehouses across the region due to the lack of buyers as consumers continue to choose imported foreign brands over locally produced rice. The Paramount Chief of Savilego, Na Abdullahi Yakubu Andani, is calling for government's intervention to avert the impending collapse of the local rice production sector as farmers and processing factories have been hit by low patronage. Eliasa Tanko has more.
We are here at the famous Tamana Rice Processing Company, the producers of Nasia rice located near Waliwali in the northeast region. As we can see, hundreds of bags of milled rice ready to be sold have been locked up here for months due to the lack of buyers. This once vibrant company has since 2021 been struggling to stay in business after hitting stumbling low patronage caused by the smuggling and influx of imported foreign rice brands. Rice consumers and traders argue that local rice prices have hit record highs as compared to that of imported brands. Checks at some retail and wholesale shops indeed confirm the average price of 25 kg of Ghana rice range from 450 to 500 Ghana cedis, while that of imported rice range from 300 Ghana cedis depending on the brand. Chief Executive Officer of the company, Alhaji Ibrahim Shaibu, described the situation as the biggest disaster to have hit the company since its inception in 2011.
If imagine from 210 workers to 105 workers to 56 workers, this tells you that we are just almost in the verge of collapsing, and that has been a challenge for us. Now farmers are also threatening not to go into rice production next season because they don't have market for their produce. They have produce the rice here, they don't have market to sell it. So it's better they just stop producing the rice. So it is going to be a very biggest disasters for us if the government does not take this as emergency issue.
The situation is no different here at the newly established rice processing factory in Savulugu under the One District, One Factory initiative. The facility was not in operation when we visited. Abdul Samad Zakaria, the technical staff, explained why.
Yes, it's because of the lack of market, and moreover, the sales. We have a sales point at Savulugu Township. So recently, he came and picked some bags of rice. As of now, his store is full. So that is why this one is here. So as and when he finishes selling, he'll come and take the rest of the package.
At the sales point in the Savulugu Township, the manager of the shop confirmed low patronage of the Yo rice on the market. The Paramount chief of the area, Na Abdullah Yakubu Andani, has expressed strong concern about the situation, saying it could lead to hunger and damage local rice farming and production.
We are not a little bit comfortable looking at if the trend is going on. It means this year we cannot go to the fold again.
Therefore, called for immediate external support, including from the Ministry of Agriculture and the Buffer Stock Company, to assist with prompt measures to increase patronage and prevent the collapse of the rice processing companies and investment of farmers. From Logre, Elias Sotanko for Joy News.
The General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, GAU, Edward Kariwa, is calling on government to implement policies that will safeguard the local rice production sector. He indicates that the influx of foreign rice is responsible for poor patronage of the domestically produced rice, affecting the industry.
There seems to be rice lines everywhere throughout the country where there are no people to even buy it. It's so disturbing that we don't appear to protect local industries. And if we have built a factory to process rice, what we need to do is to protect that infant industry. And so it's so disturbing. It's so disturbing that farmers will produce, you build a factory, and then there's no demand for the local rice just because through our own policies we have allowed imported rice to flood the market.
Away from that, pregnant women in Oforikrom risk losing their babies, among other related complications, due to the deplorable roads in that municipality of the Ashanti region. The roads are generally bumpy, dusty, and riddled with potholes. Residents are not happy that the situation has been left unattended to for several years. Clinton Yeboah was in that community and has come through with this report.
The Komfuanoche Teaching Hospital has exceeded its capacity of housing 1,200 patients to more than 2,000.
The Oforikrom municipality is one of the prominent municipalities in the Ashanti region, considering the location and also the vast electoral population. But it's interesting to know that vicinities in this municipality, like Ayeduase, Emena, and Buedi, are being strangled to extinction by poor roads. And residents here are living in severe concern. The road networks in Ayeduase, Apiedu, Buedi, and Emena are rough paths, disfigured with countless potholes that create a turbulent journey. Lucy is a 9-month-old expectant mother who uncomfortably plies the Apiedu Emena road to seek maternal care at the Enimwa Medical Center at Emena. The bumpy, dusty road causes significant jolts, shaking her body joints to the core. Lucy explains how she had to limp throughout her over 25-minute journey to get to the medical center.
Acquired the potholes, I was so brave, and for your namsoa. About so free baby, I will free by Midday Hospital one day.
The potholes are too many, and we suffer as pregnant women. The car will shake you and you end up with waist pains. I was so tired when I got down from the bus. I had to limp.
Prince Oboy has been driving within the Ofuruku municipality for over 8 years. He recounts the catastrophic ordeal faced by his pregnant passengers.
I thought out to be for painful and Mena Hospital and the High School Junction.
We pick pregnant women, and from the driving mirror, you can see how roughly the car is throwing them about. I am always steady with how I drive. Sick passengers get their conditions worsened. This bulletproof door has ordinarily been coated with white paint, but just as you can see, dust has already formed its coat around it. Let's engage some of the workers to find out how the dust here is affecting their work and their health. The dust is too much. All of our works have been stained.
It
is even worse when it rains. You can't walk close to the road. Our cars are getting spoiled, and our car owners are seizing our cars because of our constant complaints. I bought an absorber yesterday. It has spoiled today. The aggrieved residents are pleading with authorities to fulfill promises and assurances of tackling the road infrastructure in the municipality. They always come and stage a show like they are coming to repair the road. Yet after elections, it ceases.
They should come and repair the road, else we would advise ourselves.
Reporting for JoyNews, Clinton.
I'm back here in the studio in Accra. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. We're coming to you live from the Fanofa streets in Kokomlimle. Let's take a break. When we return, there's the very latest coming from the world of business.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the business segment on JoyNews Today with me, Pius Kojo Baka. The National Youth Employment Authority has rolled out a new model to create employment for 20,000 youth and private enterprises. The Business Employment and Assistance Program is designed to provide salary support of 500 cedis per employee recruited by small-scale enterprises who will be expected to provide a top-up. Chief Executive Officer Kofi Ejapon explains the beneficiaries will only be paid after the authority's monitoring system certifies that beneficiaries are engaged. Nana Yaojima was at a press conference in Kumasi and has filed this report.
According to research by the National Youth Employment Authority, small and medium-scale enterprises are unable to employ enough staff due to the inability to meet statutory requirements, among other issues. To support these companies, the authority is targeting an average of 2 staff each dispatched to 10,000 companies who have signed up for the program from February this year. Kofi Ejapon explained further.
Beginning February 2024, that's this year, we'll be onboarding these 20,000 employees as beneficiaries of the Youth Employment Agency who will be paid every month, as long as our monitoring and evaluation team satisfies that they have worked. The recruitment of the 20,000 will not be the end of unemployment in Ghana, but at least, my friends from the media, we would have given hope to some young man and woman and to reduce the growing unemployment rate.
According to Mr. Ejapon, financing for the project is being released by the Finance Ministry. Even before the dispatch of the first batch of beneficiaries, it is envisaged that the program will be oversubscribed. He explains measures adopted to ensure the program is sustained.
YEA has a stable source of funding from the communication service tax, or what we normally call, or usually call, the talk tax. As we sit here in this room, the taxes from the calls you make and the data you use all come to the YEA to fund the operations of the agents. We have management board with the support of our mother ministry put together a deliberate policy to direct the use of these funds solely to the creation of jobs.
Meanwhile, the YEA has assured of its willingness to fulfill its mandate of reducing unemployment among the youth. For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima reporting.
Employment rate is expected to remain flat at 4% in 2024 and 2025. That's according to Fitch Solutions. There's more in this report.
This is the same as 2022. According to the UK-based firm, the unemployment rate, if accompanied by easing inflation, will see a rise in real wages for many households. While this is a marginal increase, that should not have much bearing on consumer incomes. The unemployment rate has been rising since 2017, and Fitch Solutions said it will continue on this path over the medium term and beyond. It added that the size of the country's labor force is reduced by low life expectancy at around 64.3 years of age, which is itself a result of the low level of government expenditure on healthcare and the prevalence of waterborne diseases and chronic illnesses such as HIV/AIDS. It concluded that a shortage of highly skilled workers also means that employers have to import workers from abroad to fill the gaps in the domestic workforce.
For business, I am Pius Kojo Baka. Sports is next right after this break.
Well, it's time for us to delve into the world of entertainment. And Osborne the Zara man is explaining why he is no more styling Kwame Eugene. If you can cast your mind back, Kwame Eugene's fashion sense has been under a lot of scrutiny many times. And this morning on Daybreak Hit Show on Hit 103.9, Osborne the Zara man was a guest. And with DJ Slim, he told him why he has stopped styling Kwame Eugene, even though they're still on very cool terms.
Kwame Eugene gets a lot of fire on social media with his sense of fashion. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but it's now better. He's getting there. He'll get there.
But was it during the same time that you were styling him?
No.
Okay.
So you see, Kwame, I liked Kwame.
Okay.
So I invited Kwame to my shop myself.
Okay.
And that was when he was going to do Wish Me Well video.
Okay.
So we took a lot of pictures with the kind of outfit I wanted him to do the video with.
Okay.
So if Kwame wanted to use another dress for the video or another star, Kwame could have, or should have told me, Nana, no, I want the white top, but I want to remove the hand.
Okay.
Then maybe I would have given him one. You came to me or I invited you to my shop. This is what you want to do. Willingly, I did it.
Yeah.
So go straight and do what I ask you to do. When I sit back and watch the video, I will be happy. But when you do it upside down, I will not enjoy it. So I will not even continue to do it again. That is how I back off from
Kwame.
Yes.
So, but now, are you cool?
Very, very cool.
But you don't style him anymore.
Because he's on his own.
Which design did he take apart when you gave him? What are some of the design? Or he did not even wear the whole style?
He did.
He did.
The hand was removed.
He removed that?
Yes. That was a posh t-shirt.
Well,
maybe, he was young by then. So I want to do guy, you know.
But have you?
And now he's doing well.
Okay.
Unlike before.
Okay.
Now they don't complain like before.
And that was also about the Zara man. I don't know what you will have to say about this. Aisha is asking me, so if Osborne was still styling him, would people not be bashing him? I don't know. Maybe. But Chef Abdul Razak Failetu may have just secured a spot in the Guinness World Record book for the longest culinary marathon after spending 10 challenging days crafting delectable meals for patrons. With a staggering 227 hours under her belt, she has comfortably surpassed the current record held by Irish chef, that is Alan Fisher, 119 hours and 57 minutes through official confirmation from Guinness World Record. And it is still pending. Well, this is a wrap-up of Chef Faila's, 10 long day cooking.
Chef Faila began a journey to be the individual to be cooking for the longest hours. It's a quest she insisted as being a national assignment.
Believe me, even with the 120 hours I gave to Guinness World Records, it was a surprise I wanted to give to Ghanaians to actually do much more than the 120 hours, so that anyone wanting to embark on the cooking marathon in the Guinness World Records is going to find it very difficult. This is a national assignment.
Many people who did not know her hesitated, but as the hours wore on her composure, her appearance, her demeanor proved that she can do it.
People are excited. We are talking about the unity that is brought in the region. So people have nothing to talk about now except Faila's cookato.
At every milestone, she cried. Sometimes she danced, denying her sleep for 10 days, taking very little breaks and serving many little mouths that were excited to eat. Faila has broken a record. This won't be the last time you hear of Faila, as she plans of undertaking several projects.
Solid team that will ensure that the success that we talk today will be able to have positive impact on the Ghanaian society. So there are a lot of projects that she'll be doing, she'll be embarking on across the country to ensure that at least she touch lives with the support that Ghanaians have been able to give her. So rest assured, a lot of things will come from her camp, and these things that are coming from the camp are well thought through with specialists, expertise on board to ensure that they are brought to a successful end.
Faila dripped in national colors. She has completed her national assignment. For Joy News, I am Jacqueline Ansuma Yeboah.
That's the sound of a victory. And come to think of it, actually, are you aware Chef Faila has actually tried music before?
Oh, she has.
She did.
Well, I mean, now she knows where she belongs to. This is where she belongs, and it's really, really worked perfect. Yeah. Look, she could have gone on and on.
Exactly what I was just.
The lady looked very strong.
She looked like she was about
on
to
day
start.
10. She was just about to start. Look, that girl is fire. Look. Charlie, congratulations.
Well, congratulations to her. And that will bring the curtain down on Showbiz here. Back to you, Aisha.
Thank you so much. That's how we wrap up the bulletin this afternoon. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Log on to myjoyonline.com. There's more of the news and updates of all the developing stories. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.